We are back in the building, WrestleMan with the podcast. And guys, before we get started, I need you guys to do your best Netflix intro dun impression in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to WrestleMania with the podcast. I'm Dylan Shields. We talk Raw, SmackDown, wrestling news, and some fun top lists. With that being said, ring the bell.
And I'm going to change the background here to an N for Netflix.
But barely
Netflix
no one can
logo.
see it. It looks just
no one
like...
can see it. It's all black.
It's an N for Matt.
No,
Matt's going to get every
prediction
right.
But welcome to the return of WrestleMania, the podcast. We haven't done it since War Games predictions, but I am back. And since we're on the road to the Rumble and WrestleMania season now, since it's 2025, we're going to be posting a lot more consistently. So be prepared for a wild ride. It's going to be a wild, fun WrestleMania ride. Happy New Year to all you guys. Happy 2025. Me and Matt spent New Year's Eve together, which was fun. Troy didn't because you suck.
I was with other friends.
I was playing
Mario Party and having chicken wings.
Well,
this is gonna be my year.
No, yeah, that's my year. I peaked already. It's done now.
I've been saying that since 2020, and look what happened.
Look at you now.
Our resolutions are broken. But hey, the final Raw in USA was over. No more network television. Rest in peace, USA Network. It went out with a bang with the Seth Punk thing. So
that was awesome. That was amazing. What a promo off.
And we still have USA for SmackDown.
Yeah, 3 hours.
SmackDown too was 3 hours. Yeah, and they delivered. Tiffany is your new WWE champion, women's champion.
Matt's
Matt.
Excited about that. We have a terrible blue mat now on the ring, though. So I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh yeah, the new blue mat. I mean, it's better than the Prime logo.
I don't hate it.
That means Raw's gonna get a red mat.
That's what I would say.
I hope not.
Because I think red would be more glaring on TV than at least the blue.
I think NXT had their mat like silver, more like their logo now. I think because they're in Philly now for NXT, so I think they had their different setup, and I think their mat is like more based off of the NXT logo, which is like more of like a silver grayish.
Oh, I think silver works better for a mat than blue.
Red.
I feel like me and Mark would talk about this. The ropes should just be blue instead. I don't know why the ropes need to be white. If you want to have any blue on the ring, just do the ropes.
Well, if you remember when they had the Strawberry Universal title, the red title, and then the blue title, people kind of preferred the blue title if you were to pick one or the other because the red just looked.
Blue's a better color.
Much
than red.
more like a toy. Yeah, red just stands out more, honestly.
They were both bad. Let's be honest.
This is red.
That's red. I'm wearing green right now, but that's red.
Red. Our names are red, and Troy's name. You got to promote your channel, Big T Taste. He's got a
I have
channel.
A food review channel. I taste snacks and fast food. It's called Big T Taste Test. Give it a follow on the YouTube. I try to post once a week, but obviously that's not been happening very recently because Christmas has been busy. But I've been back to having regularly scheduled posts, so please go give it a follow. Like and subscribe.
I will not follow, but you guys can.
I follow your pictures channels. You can't follow my goddamn channel.
Nah,
See, I only follow the top channels and then Dylan.
Damn.
Dylan.
I don't know if I can follow both of you guys. I don't know. That's a little too much.
That's too much in a day. Wow. Is that what it is? And also, I want to point up the giant snowstorm that apparently is going to happen right before this Raw. So that's going to be fun for our area. Can you imagine the poor bastards in the Middle East?
For the viewers here, we're from Pittsburgh. So, yeah, Pennsylvania.
They're going to get 12 inches in West Virginia and shit.
I'm supposed to work at 6 tomorrow in the morning.
You got to no way you get into work.
I'd call off if I were you.
Unless you
Anyway.
fuck them up.
Anyway, let's get into it here. Deep dive on the Raw and Netflix. We'll go over, obviously, the announced matches, but also some other factors, too, and names that could show up. And I'm going to start with who I predict is going to start the show. Well, first off, I think Triple H is going to kick it off and flaunt and taunt about like how the ratings have been and the attendance records and everything. But overall, I think this man is going to kick off Raw on Netflix.
Oh.
John Cena, because that is going to get the crowd super hype.
It will.
It seems like it's an in-ring promo for him. So this is for, if you are living under a rock, this is his final year of pro wrestling. He is going to retire at the end of the year. So the road starts now for Cena. It's going to be an emotional one, but what do you two think, like, since it's probably a segment, like, what do you think he's going to talk about? Is anyone going to interrupt him? What do you think is going to happen?
I think he's going to announce that he's in the Rumble.
Same. I was just thinking that. He's going to announce that he's in the Rumble, and then, God, who's a jobber on Raw right now? Who's, like, really low card who can get beat?
A jobber.
Because, like, let's be honest, in SmackDown, it seems like Carmelo Hayes is now the guy that gets beat up.
JD McDonough.
Ooh, honestly, yeah.
R-Truth.
John Cena's our
How about
Dominic?
Dominic?
No, wait. I have a
matches.
I think R-Truth's gonna want to face Cena for his farewell tour, and there's gonna be like a huge funny segment where he's just gonna be like I always wanted to face my childhood hero, and Cena's gonna be like, Truth, we fought back in like 2011 for the title. He's like, I don't know that happened. I never saw it. Or something like that.
Wait,
like,
we fought it. He's gonna be like, wait, we fought at WrestleMania.
Steve Austin with The Rock, My Way promo package for that match.
But Matt, do you think there's any like interruptions by anyone? Do you think it's gonna be a jobber or some big time?
The Rock.
I can't dog fuck out of here.
No, I could see Gunter interrupting Cena.
Yeah,
like Cena's gonna announce he's gonna be in the Rumble, and then Gunter's gonna be like, I hope to see you. I hope you win, so I get to beat your ass at WrestleMania and be the guy to defeat you last person to defeat you at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope we get that match because that's been a rumor. And interestingly, Cena versus Cody all of a sudden is getting big rumors that's gonna happen. So
here's the thing. I think that the reason why that is like also rumored is the simple fact of considering it's Cena's last year. I don't see him just staying on Raw. I see him going through Raw and SmackDown and just being. Hell, he could even go to NXT for all I care and wrestle that NXT pay-per-view. Because, like, it's his final year.
Hendry versus John Cena, baby.
Cena's going to win the title. Another title he's never won.
TNA. Sorry, Nick Nemeth. Sucks to be you. That's how John Cena gets his 17th world title. It's the TNA title.
The TNA title.
Could you imagine?
Cena's going to be the one to dethrone Obafemi when he wins the title.
Oh, my God. Obafemi's
had a match.
Yet. Is he?
Yeah, he's not champion anymore. I don't think.
No, I could definitely see Cena going to NXT and just like fighting younger, newer talent and kind of like considering
the
that
ultimate. I was going to say this is the ultimate question. I keep interrupting. This is the ultimate question. Is he bringing the Buzz look back? Is he getting rid of the long hair for this last year?
Please.
I saw. Did you guys see the photo?
Yeah, I saw the photo where it's like really short on the sides. He was wearing a hat.
I think he already had it cut.
He's already ready.
So I feel like it's kind of. I feel like he would have it cut prior to Netflix. He's probably got to show up, like. Well, today's Sunday, so tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
I don't know when you're posting this.
I could see him just showing up and be like, show that he has his buzz cut.
But he still has that giant bald spot on the back of his head.
And he's gonna say, "I got my Super Cena powers back."
Time to win 17 world titles.
He looks good too. He looks pretty jacked. A lot, pictures I've seen of him. So
John Cena's always been jacked. He's like never not been. Even as a kid, he looks like he's enormous.
Yeah, but the thing is, his expectations of how we've seen him all the years are so high. He's kind of slimmed down over the years, obviously because age and taking bumps for years. But I think a guy that could possibly, because I think I'm with you guys, he's going to announce that he's in the Rumble. He'll be the first guy to say that. I'm thinking an interesting name that could interrupt him, and he's been killing it in promos, is Drew McIntyre.
Oh,
I think he's a name that can interrupt him, considering he just said he wanted to help Cody. Maybe he wants to help Cena for some reason and try to be like a good guy. I could see that.
That can't happen because Drew's supposed to face Jey Uso on the show.
But that could like lead into the next match.
I mean, it could. Yeah,
but also
Drew's facing.
Also, Drew has an issue with Roman and his family. Nothing with Cena. If he does come out, he'll just be like, "It's good to have you back."
Nothing yet. Did any of us expect him to interrupt Cody? That kind of caught me off guard, and they gave him a hug. And Cody's face when he got hugged was hilarious.
Yeah, because it makes sense because Drew doesn't have any issues with Cody. If anything, he's probably thanking him, saying, "Hey, you dethroned Roman Reigns."
Yeah, they did it. I was supposed to do it, but Solo kept getting in the way.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited, and I think that'll kick it off. What I think is going to be next, or the first match of the night, is going to be Roman Reigns versus Solo.
Get the shit out of it. First match?
I think so. I think
get the fuck out of here.
Troy, the main event is Punk and Rollins.
At least it better be
semi-main event. Fuck.
It better be, or I'm rioting. It better be Punk.
No,
this is a big match.
It would make sense if Roman Solo start. If it's if Punk and excuse me, Punk and Seth.
Rock's gonna be there, so shit. Rock's gonna take CM Punk's luster and move this to the main event now, because the Rock's not going off like beginning of the show. No.
Yeah, they really took away a Hell in a Cell main event match of the year.
Exactly, he's gonna do it again.
So the Rock could do an eyebrow.
Exactly, that's what he's gonna do with this. He's gonna come out, do nothing. We gotta wait till Rumble for him to actually do anything. Let's be honest.
Well, obviously the elephant in the room for this match is this man, the final boss, The Rock.
Wait.
But I mean, Rock. I mean, the last time we saw him, besides Bad Blood, he teased the Cody feud. So, what do we think's gonna happen in this match and The Rock in general? Like, do we think The Rock's gonna get involved in this match, or is he gonna confront and attack Cody? Like, what do we think's gonna happen?
Is Cody even booked for the show or no?
I know he's announced for it,
but I don't think he's got like a match. So no. You could go backstage, but that's Kevin
also
Owens'
The
job
Rock.
right
I think The Rock basically confirmed he's going to be on Raw and Netflix because I think his story or post he
already said that he's going to be there.
And I think he said something like the High Chief or something is coming, so that might be a teaser right there.
He brings the ghost of his granddad, Peter Maivia. The fuck? There's an exorcism right there.
No, he gets rotation.
Badass there. He has to be wearing a thong.
I did it.
Not
well, he calls himself the High Chief. Like you say, you're the tribal chief. I'm the High Chief or something like that.
So is that mean he's high? I don't know how.
He's the High Chief, final boss.
And he's high.
That's RVD.
Yeah, I'm gonna be high when we watch the show. Nah.
But back to the match, I guess, of Roman versus Solo. Roman, I guess. I have no strong opinions either way on who wins this match, because I think it's gonna be a screwy finish. So I know the Ula Fall is like a very important thing, but I don't care. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's because I just do not give a shit about Solo. I think that's the sad thing. They keep trying for me to give a shit, and I don't. So this is like the match. Like, I don't care. I'm not gonna say the least because there's Jey and Drew, which it's gonna be good, but I also don't care. I just think the only intrigue for me for this match is whatever the hell The Rock's gonna do. And I mean, for me, if The Rock's gonna do something, it's probably just gonna be him finally setting up Roman and him at Mania. Hopefully, I don't know, because I keep hearing conflicting reports that Rock's gonna be busy again at Mania. So who the hell knows? So, but I think
Well, it's
Roman
not just
will
what.
win.
Well, it's not just what you said. What The Rock can do. What's Paul Heyman gonna do?
Oh
Or
yeah,
if
he has
Heyman's
also.
gonna do something.
I
But
I
Matt,
have
what
a
do you
hot
think?
take.
I wish
I have a
could.
hot take. Now originally I was gonna say Roman would win because I think it's obvious. But here's what I think is gonna happen. I think this ain't a tribal cheat. Like this ain't a tribal combat match, is it?
It
It's
is.
Bloodline rules.
Well, okay.
That's not the same gimmick. That's no DQ.
Yeah, which
They gotta
means
stop
you're gonna
making
get
stupid
so
Okay.
many
gimmicks. The
interferences.
same thing.
Okay, then I'm gonna say Roman. But my original pitch was that they were both gonna lose or something.
Like
But I
double
can.
pin or something.
Yeah, I was gonna think that was gonna happen, and that The Rock was gonna cost both of them,
Mm.
and then take to fall for himself, and and leave or whatever, and say that he's the true tribal chief or whatever.
That
But
would
considering
work.
bloodline rules, I feel like Roman has to win. But I could see, I can still see Rock coming out, Rock bottoming Roman, and then still take the Ulafala with him or whatever.
Would that lead to a triple threat though? I guess, or would Solo still side with The Rock? So it would still be a one-on-one between Roman and Rock. Because obviously Solo wants the Ulafala. So if Rock takes it away from him, that's kind of like Solo would then go after Rock. I would imagine.
Well, I remember when Rock came out at Bad Blood, they showed a video of Solo when they left, like with the fans, and Solo said something like, "It's all part of the plan." So, might be something
That's the
up
thing.
here with an alliance.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if considering it's not DQ now, and considering there has to be a winner, that's why I think Roman's going to win. But Roman's going to come out, attack The Rock, or attack Roman, and take the Olafala. And I think he'll still side with Solo Sikoa and all that, but he'll just call himself the tribal chief ahead of Solo and ahead of Roman, pretty much.
Okay.
Well,
that means-
my turn to predict.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Roman just because he's the big star. The dude's literally like on the poster on this Raw on Netflix. He's one of the biggest stars in the company right now, if not of all time. Like, I've liked Solo's character work. Like, I think his mic skills and everything's improved. It's just I think match quality wise, you really don't get excited for a Solo match like you do for Roman. So I think that's
Roman's
the difference.
matches.
What are you talking
He's got so
about?
much
Solo
emotion.
was so good at SummerSlam, I almost fell asleep.
That really should not have been the only reason that fucking thing was the main event.
Roman saved the match.
Fuck, man. I really wish
That's when I
Jamie
woke up.
the main event.
Yeah, but I think Roman's going to win. And I think similar to you guys, it's going to be something where the UFO is there. Roman's going to pick it up, and it looks like he's going to put it on him. And then, boom, Rock's music hits, comes out. And this is going to be a bold pick, too. But as Rock is staring down Roman's got his back turned. Paul Heyman, boom, stabs Roman in the back. Low
Not the wise man.
Low blow, and then The Rock attacks Roman, rock bottom. I don't know if Solo's going to be a part of it or join it, but maybe he will. But I think at least The Rock's going to take the Uafala, and him and Heyman are together, and Roman's betrayed. I just think Roman's character needs that. If he's going to be a babyface, he needs to have that. Despite him dominating and winning, he needs to feel like an underdog, and his wise man turning on him would be huge.
Here's the thing with that. I feel like if Heyman does turn on Roman, he'd be siding with Punk. Because if he were to side with Rock and why would he side with Solo and Jacob Fatu and all that when they literally put him through a goddamn table and everything?
And made him like not sleep for like a month.
Yeah, well, it could just be The Rock, too.
Okay.
Or just Heyman turns on him and walks out or something. Is like, I'm done, and The Rock takes advantage. Just something along those. Bottom line, I think Heyman's turned on Roman. So we'll see, but we got another, former Bloodline member for this next match here. It is Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. It's an interesting match, but I think what Troy said too, like they faced each other so many times throughout, I think last year. So this isn't anything new,
This
but
ain't anything special.
But I mean, I love Drew's character, and Jay's one of the more popular guys. So who do you got for this one?
It's so weird for
Drew.
me because Jay, Drew. Like Jay,
Yeah.
okay, Jay is so popular, and let's be honest, but he barely wins anything. Let's be honest. He usually jobs, and he's gonna job here again. They gave him the IC title for like that one, like 2 weeks, and then lost it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jay's character right now is weird because, like I said, it kind of is like he's just now following Roman again, so he doesn't have any like more forward momentum besides losing. And Drew's character keeps going up. I'm very curious what Drew's gonna do for Mania because I don't know who he'd face.
I just remembered something.
Yeah.
I just remember Drew said he was going to help Solo on an episode of SmackDown. So I see Drew get involved during the Bloodline Rules match.
Yeah.
So that means that this match has to be before because people that they interfere usually don't have a match after that.
But yeah, I do think Drew's going to beat Jay. I think that if he's going around the path of taking out everyone that did him wrong, I feel like Drew definitely needs to beat like Jimmy, Jay, Sammy, trying to get the Roman or whatever.
Would he get to Roman at Mania? Would that be like Elimination Chamber? Because I don't see Drew facing Roman at Mania. I don't think that's possible.
It's just weird because, they're teasing like a Drew Roman Mania match, but then it's like Roman Rock, Roman Cody Rock. Like Roman's WrestleMania path is very questionable. And so is
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because, like, obviously, Drew's, like I said, I feel like Drew's going to win this. It's just, where does he go from here? Like I said, does he just take everyone out? But then, where does that leave him?
I think with him honestly, and Cody's segment, we might get Drew Cody soon.
I could see like maybe Drew versus Roman at the Rumble, honestly, if they do it that like early or whatever.
Early?
Especially considering if he gets involved with Roman and Solo's match, I could definitely see Roman fighting Drew at Royal Rumble. Okay. But at the same time, I could also see it at Chamber, just because in Chamber it's going to be Cena's last time in Toronto. And, they're going to be in Toronto and, they're going to probably want Roman and all that. So,
yeah. I mean, I'm going to go with Drew too, just because he's booked strong. And like you guys said, he has to take down all the bloodline to get to Roman. I'm kind of with you, Matt, in terms of, I don't know about the Rumble, but he's probably going to face him before WrestleMania. I just don't know what the heck Drew's going to do at WrestleMania. Like, are we going to get like a Wade Barrett return? And that's like his first match back at WrestleMania against Drew.
Maybe Seth, Drew, Punk.
So triple threat.
Maybe.
Because I remember that was one of the options. But I mean, because if they're doing Seth and Punk right now, I mean, the only options would be maybe Seth, Punk, and like a big stipulation at Mania.
Yeah,
but at the same time, we would need like Punk should be going for like one of the titles, but whether or not it happens or not. But yeah, I mean, I remember people were talking about triple threat since like even last year, I think.
Since SummerSlam, they were thinking the triple threat. So.
I do remember that, yeah.
But yeah, we're all agreeing with Drew. We're all agreeing here. We're not disagreeing yet. I mean, that might
just. To be fair, there's only like 5 matches announced, and this is gonna be like a 3-hour show. No way these matches go longer than like 30 minutes, so we have time.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's go to the women's world title match. Because apparently there's a weird thing where it was supposed to be a last woman standing, but now I think they changed it to just a normal match. I'm pretty sure. Like they keep changing the stipulation to this. It's weird. I don't know if it's still last man standing or just a regular title match, but I'll get my pick out of the way, and Rhea's gonna win the title. I think it's obvious to me. I mean, I just think they need to end this feud. I mean, it was a good
Please.
feud from the start. At the start, it was good, but ever since SummerSlam, I think the wheels fell off a little bit, and they're just kind of milking it out just because they have really nothing else for Liv or Rhea to do except just fight each other all the time. I'm happy that Liv's had a long reign. I think she's been a good champion, but I think Rhea's the bigger star. She should probably go to Mania as champion again, and it just makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Rhea.
Yeah. Originally, I was just gonna say Liv, just because I kind of want Liv to just retain and move on for something.
Make an actual
I
feud.
was already
besides
freaking about
Rhea.
Tiffany. Tiffany's my, my anyway.
She's not on the show.
I almost fainted when she won the title, but anyway, that's beside the point.
It was, that was you. That was your boy.
It's exactly what
I was gonna say Liv, just because I'm thinking like maybe she could finally fight someone else at Mania and all that. But at the same time, with everything going on with the Judgment Day and like possibly splitting that up, and Finn and JD lost the tag titles, and considering this is the first Raw of the year and it is the first Netflix, and considering I think this is like the only title match happening, I think Rhea does win the title. Just for those simple reasons. Because you want to make a big episode out of the first Netflix. So I agree with Dylan saying Rhea's gonna win.
I guess we have to agree to agree. I also think Rhea is definitely going to win this. I mean, let's be honest. This feud lasted way too long. It probably should have ended at least before Survivor Series. But unfortunately, they kind of been milking it out. And it's weird now that I'm trying to think, like, no matter who wins, like, what is their trajectory? Because, like, who could they face? Because everyone else is either in the tag division or the IC division. So there's not many other women's on Raw that, like, either of them could face for Mania unless, like, someone returns. But I definitely think at this point, you could do Raquel and Rhea again. We saw that match at Payback. Unfortunately, the crowd did not give a shit at Payback. Do you remember how boring that was?
I wasn't there. Matt was there.
Yeah, we saw that. That shit was terrible. But they're probably going to run that again at like Rumble or Elimination Chamber.
Wasn't that our piss break match?
No, for me, my piss break was Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, that's when we left. That's right.
Boy, I had a mad piss that because I could not care less. But Rhea's definitely going to win. I'm just so. I feel like someone's going to attack her after the match, but I just don't know who. But I feel like it's definitely going to at least set up Rhea's program for Mania. I just don't know who that would be.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's not going to be Liv again. Like if it, and like I said, I think Raquel is probably going to be her match at the Rumble.
I think everyone's saying Charlotte. I think she's going after Tiffany for WrestleMania.
That's what
I
I'm
think
thinking
that's
too.
the match. I mean, Becky's the big name that's rumored for Raw, but are we going to do Rhea Becky again? We just had that.
Becky too? Yeah, we just had that last year. So who's another big star in the women's division? Let's be honest. Like Asuka's still injured.
You think we're gonna have any NXT call-ups? Maybe
like one thing.
But Roxanne Perez is still champion right now.
Right now, but she's defending the title Tuesday.
So after Raw. So I mean, she could win the Rumble. Like I have no idea who's gonna win this women's Rumble. It definitely
I'm thinking maybe it's got to be like. I know Bianca's a tag champion, but she could lose it and go after Rhea since we haven't had that match, or a Jade Cargill heel turn since we haven't seen her since she got attacked, backstage, and maybe Cargill will like turn heel on Bianca or someone, or go after Rhea.
Rhea Io?
Yeah, we've not had that match, have we? Like in a while.
Yeah,
I mean, we could possibly do that.
Face right now, though, you would have to turn Io heel.
Yeah.
And she's like now tag. Well, Kairi Sane's now injured, so Io's on her own now.
Shayna Baszler.
Oh my god.
That faction, not that faction.
Nobody started the worst name. Also, I was just thinking, are the finals for the women's IC title on this Raw, or is that at Rumble?
I think they took it off. It was supposed to be on this Raw, but it got canceled. It might be on either the Rumble or just another Raw.
I wonder why. I wonder if someone's
It has
injured.
to be on Raw because they literally got the They already have the finals match. Yeah, I mean,
They
unless
did
they
announce
are
it
waiting for the
weird.
Rumble, but that's in
That'd be weird.
February.
That's
So like,
way.
I'm thinking there may be, because there's the card is so stacked for this one, they want to save the new women's champ for next week, and maybe they'll have that as like the main event or something. Whereas this week, I mean, it's so stacked. So I'm thinking that could be why.
I would have had it this week.
Yeah, I
That
would have
was
been
me.
like front loaded. The historic episode. Why would you want to wait till your second episode when you get way less views? Let's be honest. Like, first
Who knows?
episode.
Maybe they will have it.
But that's just me. But yeah, no, Rhea will win. And
I haven't even paid attention. What is the finals again? It's Lyra versus
Dakota Kai versus Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra.
I always say Valkyrie. No, it's Valkyria. I always fuck that up.
I think it'll probably be. I guess we'll predict that early. I think Lyra probably will win. They're kind of high on her. You think Dakota?
Oh, I'm high on Dakota. I feel like Dakota, it's finally her time.
See, I've heard like way before like the tournament happened that Dakota should win it, and I would love to give her props too. But considering I kind of had a feeling Lyra was going to be in the finals, it's really hard because she was kind of like she was close to winning like the Battle Royal when Io won to face Liv at the Saturday night's main event.
That is true. Yeah.
But and then Lyra also almost won Queen of the Ring, but Nia beat her in the finals.
Yeah,
so
that's why.
I personally I would love to see Dakota win, but I think they're gonna go the smart route and have Lyra win.
It's just probably because Lyra kind of lacks character a little bit, while Dakota has like a character and a faction and everything. So,
well, like they gave the U.S. belt to Chelsea Green, who has a character, compared to who she faced in the final. What was that, Meechin?
Meechin.
So
yeah, congrats, Chelsea Green.
Oh, her segment when she was dressing as Statue of Liberty. Actual
Red,
gold.
white, and green.
I am the longest
I love the
U.S. champion of all time.
She's the longest reigning women's U.S. champ. She's held it for now 2 whole years, 2024, 2025.
She's acting like Kevin Owens when he was U.S. champion, but a lot more funnier.
It's great. It's fantastic. I love it so much. I don't think the IC title would be taken like. I feel like the IC title is going to be taken. Is it weird to say that I think the women's IC title is going to be taken a lot more seriously, while the women's US belt is it's fun, but that's because I think it's just because Chelsea Green is like a comedy character.
Probably because she has it. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if she
they
posts
kind of booked her more legit though. They've kind of booked her more legit recently.
I
don't know if Chelsea posted it after SmackDown or if she said it during SmackDown, but like the SmackDown after Saturday night's main event when she won the title, she like said how she's the longest reigning women's United States champion. I'm just like, yeah. That seems about right. 7 days.
Brilliant.
But anyway, in terms of the women's world title, we're all agree with Rhea. So
we're all agreeing on everything right now.
So before we get to the main event, there's other stars that aren't really projected for big matches. Like Seth Rollins isn't projected for anything. We mentioned Becky before. Cody's advertised for the show. Gunther, Matt mentioned to interrupt Cena. What else do we think, matches wise or segments wise, do we think could happen?
What's Damian gonna do? Because what's Damian Priest gonna do? Because I'm tired of him facing Finn. I mean, he's got to be on the show because Damian Priest is a big star. But what is he gonna do? Exactly. Nope.
Demon bring the demon back?
I wanted to bring something to you. Wait, Dylan, did you say that Seth is rumored to be on the show, but you didn't know what he was doing?
Oh.
The main event?
Oh, the main event. The Rock comes out and says, fuck you. No, it isn't.
Brain fart. My bad.
I just wanted to make sure because I heard that. I'm like, wait. Wait, you don't know what Seth's doing on Raw?
New Day has to be there. I don't know what New Day's going to do. But they got to get thrown out of the damn building.
Yeah.
eventually they need to start having matches. Like I've liked their segments, but eventually they gotta like start
Wrestle.
doing
New Day.
something.
I think New Day are facing Ray and Dragon Lee or something like that, because they just had a promo last Raw. They like booked a match or something for Raw.
They didn't announce it. I've checked the announced matches. That's not on it. So maybe it'll show up.
Maybe it'll still happen because I remember I saw that it was this past Monday. They literally said we'll have a match or whatever. So I mean they didn't confirm next week, but like considering they said we're gonna have a match, I kind of like one of those things where it's like not announced, but it's gonna happen on the show.
We looked.
It's not big enough to be announced.
Logan Paul.
Yeah,
I did know about.
Figured he was on because he was on the like press conference thing. He challenged Gunther.
What if he interrupts Cena?
Oh no.
Yeah, Logan's wanted to work with him.
He has, and Cena's been wanting to work with him too.
I don't know how fans are gonna feel if that's his final WrestleMania match.
God, that pissed so many people off.
No, that it's gonna be Cena's retirement match.
Oh, at the end of the year.
Even worse.
He's gonna put over Logan Paul in his last match.
Screw like Randy Orton or CM Punk. Nah, Logan Paul.
Kill me now.
But I don't know. He challenged Gunther. I remember him calling him out and Gunther being like, I'd love to slap him or something or chop him. So I think we might get a confrontation between them.
Good.
Even though it's weird because it's heel versus heel, but people at least respect Gunther. So
yeah. So Logan would just get all the boos.
Yeah.
Or Logan could just literally come out and just announce him being in the Rumble.
Also true. That is also technically true. That is an option.
But like you said, Troy, I hope the New Day has something because I gotta see him just
gotta do something. They're like, I really hope New Day defeat the War Raiders at Mania for the tag titles.
Yeah, they should
Mania
definitely be
Chamber,
tag
because I think New Day need to win those tag titles with how hot they are right now. And I want them to like get like a Biggie cardboard cutout and just start spitting on it after they win the tag titles.
Let's see.
Listen, think of the heat. Think of the heat.
I know like the tag titles is cool, but especially Xavier Woods has been killing it so much. I kind of want him to have a singles run with Kofi on his side or something. It's probably not going to happen, but
He's
I wish
not
they could
beating
do something
Braun
with him.
Breaker. Speaking of Braun, is he on the show or no?
He's announced. I think they said he'll be there, but like
that means nothing. What the piss you gonna do?
Exactly. Like I said, they're not announcing everything because stuff is gonna happen on Raw.
Or something. Open challenge or something. I don't know.
And Sheamus wins the Intercontinental Championship.
That's not happening. Braun just won this like what 2 weeks ago.
Save that for Mania.
Save that shit for Mania.
Exactly. Save it for Mania. But pretty sure we've covered all tracks there. So
all the big stars. Unless we missed some jobbers.
Yeah, screw them.
Suck.
We gotta get to the.
And Wyatt 6 sucks to be you.
Poor them. They've done nothing. But let's get to the main event. And yes, Seth Rollins is gonna do something there. My bad.
Dwayne is gonna say like actually
in the main event.
Dylan had such a huge brain fart.
You remember? Listen,
I felt like R-Truth for a
brain
second.
farts on your show.
I mean, you're the one who made the pictures and everything and set this up to begin with.
Exactly. It's my show. My show. Acknowledge me. Anyway. But I think this is the one where we're finally maybe going to disagree because this could go either way. And I don't think we'll get mad either way because like of how much we like these two. Or it could be like people are saying shitty finish or something to protect both of them. I don't know, but our excitement level for this match has got to be like above 10 for all of us.
This is definitely the match I'm excited for the most. Like this is going to be great.
Who do we think? Who wants to be bold and predict first?
I will. So, I I can understand the whole bullshit finish type stuff. That's definitely always on the card. I don't know what the hell Troy's doing.
Yeah.
Patting my computer.
he's trying to be a butterfly or something. I don't know. But I think what I think is going to happen is I think if it is a clean finish or maybe just like a roll up or whatever, if there is going to be a decisive winner, I think it's going to be Punk.
Okay.
Reason why I see that happening is because that I feel like that's a good way to continue the rivalry because I feel like Seth will still will essentially be like Drew and just like not let it go. Because if you remember, like when Punk beat Drew after their second match, like Punk was done with it, and McIntyre just was trying to kill him.
Put the beats in his mouth.
I can see that because if Seth wins, I don't see Punk giving two goddamn shits on fighting him. I could see Punk just wanting to win the Rumble and go to Mania and all that. Which I do think that Punk and Seth are gonna have like eliminate each other in the Rumble or whatever. But I think Punk should win it. We also have to put in the fact that this is Punk's first Raw match since January of 2014.
That's a decade ago.
11
That's a decade
years.
ago.
11
Yeah.
years.
So, and I know I kind of like said, how Punk should have won at SummerSlam, which he should have, but and he didn't. But
He won the rivalry. He won the feud.
Yeah. The only reason why I see it going on still, like further the rivalry, is that Punk wins. He's like, I'm done with it. I want to focus on the world title, just like how he was. I mean, there was a promo. He literally said, I don't care about you anymore. You're not the world champion. I don't give two damns about you. I'm ready to move on, get personal stuff out of the way, and go to main event my WrestleMania. So with, Seth's going to be the one who wants to continue the rivalry. So I think Punk's going to win to where Seth's like, this ain't over, type of shit. And maybe Seth crashes out and turns heel from McMahon.
They've been teasing a little bit. Troy, who do you got?
I'm thinking the opposite, actually. I'm going Rollins for this. I'm thinking this is when Rollins loses cool. And you said, yeah, CM Punk doesn't want this feud to continue. But I think Rollins is going to do such like a dastardly deed, like just beat him to like a bloody pulp or do like some kind of like cheating shit. So CM Punk has to be like, all right.
You want blood so bad. You just want everyone to blade.
Yes.
John Moxley style.
Listen, because WWE doesn't do it all the time. So when WWE bleeds, it's special. AEW bleeds on TV. This is a special show. I think, because listen.
It's also on Netflix, so it don't really matter.
Yeah, it's true.
Rollins needs to win.
I
feel like that would continue the feud more. Because, like I said, you say it's CM Punk don't care. So if he actually wins this, I don't know. Like you saying he's being in the Rumble, I don't see them in the Rumble. I see them having another match at the Rumble. Maybe as a continuation. I don't know what stipulation you could have it as, because we've already done a strap match. We've already done Hell in a Cell. I guess you can do, like, Last Man Standing or shit like that. You
3
could.
stages of hell.
Or an ice match. That would be cool. But I think definitely, like, finally be a contrarian. I'm going to go Seth Rollins winning this, because I just feel like that would help progress the feud and continue it. Because this is definitely not a one and done, and like I said, I don't see them in the Rumble, so I can see them definitely having a singles match at the Rumble.
Well, I was back and forth on this for obvious reasons, but I'm going to lean more towards Matt. I'm going to say Punk wins this match, and I'm kind of different with you guys with what they're both doing. I think the reason Punk wins this is because I know we discussed what Gunther's going to do, and Matt mentioned Gunther interrupting Cena and then the Gunther Logan Paul stuff. I think at the Rumble, we're finally getting Gunther versus Punk for the world title.
Oh, really?
At the Rumble.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, and Punk's win is going to set him up and give him momentum to go after Gunther at the Rumble. I think Seth will be in the Rumble, but when Punk wins, Seth is going to be, like Matt said, so obsessed and pissed, and he's been teasing this heel turn. People have been saying online having like a trio faction of like Seth, Drew, and Kevin Owens, like three guys that are just so mad. So
it just lagged heavily for me. Like y'all froze.
Hello, Troy.
Hello, man. Okay, we're fine now.
Oh, we're good now.
Yeah.
What was the? I didn't freeze at all, so that was you guys.
Yeah, that was Troy.
Yeah, that was me freezing.
Okay. So anyway, I think I left off at like Punk Gunther at the Rumble.
Yeah, you
Thanks,
did.
Troy. Now I got to edit stuff. Thanks to you. Thanks.
But no, we're keeping this.
It's funnier that way.
It's Botchamania. We're gonna be on Botchamania.
Matthew,
But yeah.
Matthew, hello.
Hey, Matthew.
Hey, Matthew.
My name's Matthew too.
But yeah, I think we're getting. Yeah, like I said, Punk Gunther at the Rumble. Seth's new character. They've been teasing like a Seth, maybe even Seth Drew and KO alliance because they're just pissed off at everybody, which would be interesting to see. Maybe a 6-man tag at Saturday night's main event or something. But I think when Punk Gunther happens, Seth snaps and costs Punk the world title. And then maybe Punk could surprise enter in the Rumble later and eliminate each other and all that stuff, and then move on to Mania. But because this feud's definitely not over, but I think Punk should win the first match because I'm with Matt. Not that he doesn't give a shit, but like it would matter more to keep the feud going for Seth to be obsessed with Punk because Seth has been the one more obsessed with wanting to get his hands on Punk. Punk's kind of dismissed him until recently. So yeah, I think Punk wins to close it out. I hope it's a clean finish. Like it's just refreshing after we're predicting like the bloodline match where there's gonna be all types of fuckery. If Rhea lives, probably gonna have the Judgment Day involved. Like, let's have a match like this where it's just two guys that want to beat each other's brains in with a clean finish. Can we get that for a main event of Raw? I hope we can.
I'm saying no, so we'll see.
I mean, unless someone turns heel like Punk or Seth and low blows the other, and then they win that way. I wouldn't mind that, but just no like interference or anything. Just fun match. That's all that matters. But yeah, I'm with you, Matt, because you're always writing predictions. So suck it, Troy.
This will be the one
Hello,
time.
are you there?
This will be the one fucking time. Say my goddamn name. Say his name.
And he appears.
I believe in
Dude, when that spot happens to Rumble, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I was about to say, since we're near the end of the episode, I mean, we're not going to do Rumble predictions, all of that yet. But we already talked about, like, Cena's going to announce the Rumble. Maybe even Rock will announce it or something like that. But any, like, anticipation or excitement or any early picks on who you think are the favorites to win the Rumble?
I do want to pitch something. Because considering we're thinking Joe Hendry is going to be in the Rumble, and I do see him being in the Rumble, I think he's going to enter at either 1 or 2, most likely number 2. And he's going to be the Iron Man. And he's going to be in the Final 4.
Joe Hendry Final 4? Oh, God.
Because if he's the Iron Man in the match and he's in the Final 4, crowd is going to go absolutely insane.
We believe.
Exactly. And then the commentators are going to be like, I think I'm starting to believe right now. It might be Joe Hendry's moment, you know. Michael Cole going crazy. Pat McAfee dancing on the table or whatever the hell.
Everyone's singing, I believe. Now, question: Will any of the Wyatt Six people be in any of the Rumbles, or are you saying they're not in the Rumble?
Maybe Uncle Howdy, but that's it.
No Joe Gacy or anything like that?
I mean, maybe like Rowan, but like
it depends. I feel like
because then you got to put the full
to have all of them to have all of them in it. It's kind of like if you do that, I feel like there's not enough for surprise entrance.
And the entrances will get cheap as they keep coming out too.
You know what I mean? Like,
but I will say Rumbles, like the last couple years, don't have like those like big surprises as I feel like they used to anymore.
Here's what I think's gonna happen.
Hendry will hopefully be one of them.
I think
Jordan
Uncle
Grace again.
I think Uncle Howdy will be in it, and so will Karrion Kross.
Okay.
And then their factions will do fuckery
And
outside
then
the
hopefully
ring.
maybe Miz will be in it too, so Karrion could be like, Miz, you're not getting out of this. Like,
I mean, the Miz is always in the fucking Rumble, so
yeah.
I don't think this man's missed a Rumble since like 2012.
Like I don't see AOP being in the Rumble.
No.
Razor, like in
Razor's gonna win it.
Paul Ellering joins the Rumble. But the women's match, like I said, I honestly don't know who to pick for either of these matches. Because there's so many options. It really depends what they want to do for Mania.
For women's,
but also like 5 people.
For women's, considering the whole Tiffy Charlotte might be a thing, I could definitely see them having Charlotte win.
Yeah. Or if Jade Cargill is healed in time, I could definitely
just because considering that's rumored, I don't know what would be for the women's world title right now.
That's a problem. Like, I have no clue.
Because, like, I mean, it all depends with Liv and Rhea right now, too. But, I mean, if Rhea wins, who we going to have face her at Mania?
Jade, if she's healed.
AJ Lee return.
That could be a surprise.
Jordan Grace, she's coming from TNA. Her contract's about to expire, and she's coming.
She was in it last year.
She was. So she can be in this new one.
I think she's in NXT though. I think she's going to NXT because she's been shown
probably
a lot. So, I mean, I don't know.
Hopefully, we'll get some NXT guys like Obi in the Rumble or something. That'd be cool.
Oba will be amazing.
Trick Williams will be in the Rumble.
Oh, definitely.
Because I feel like he's getting called up.
And Tony D'Angelo will be in the Rumble.
Maybe even Ethan Page will be in the Rumble.
I think Ethan's getting called up.
Yeah. Because Ethan Page, right now, he's in a rivalry with Javon Evans. But honestly, I see that being his last thing in NXT. I don't see him.
He's not been that long. He was quick.
Yeah, he was already champion. So like, you can't really go higher than that, honestly.
That's true. He was like in 1 year he debuted, won the title, and left.
I mean, I also see someone like Wesley getting called up because he has nothing. I mean, maybe win the NXT title, but like considering Oba Femi is most likely going to win the title, I don't see Wesley getting that title whatsoever from Oba Femi.
Will someone like Moose finally be in it? How many times has he been rumored for the Rumble?
Fucking ages.
Or maybe even
Moose.
Matt Cardona is like a really wild
Nick
card.
Nemeth could come in with the TNA World title.
Yeah, maybe. He never left the company. He never got fired.
It's gonna be interesting. And then
we didn't even talk about it. Penta's supposed to be on Raw.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I know that's a big rumor. I forgot about that.
He's
facing someone. He's facing some jobber.
All right, in the jobber, go.
I really hope they don't just put him in the if they just put him in the LWO just because Lucha, like I hope they do something.
That's what people were saying.
That'd be so dumb.
Like he's probably gonna face Dominic or something.
If Braun does have the open challenge, Penna's the one that answers the open challenge for the IC title.
I mean Penta versus Breaker unannounced.
So that one actually kind of be sick.
Yeah.
If Breaker does do an open challenge, I definitely see Penta being the one entering it. But
and that sounds awesome. What is Penta? Do we remember what Penta is going to be called in WWE? Because he's not going to be called Penta Say. Because I think AW copyrighted that. So
they haven't said anything.
I don't know what
his Zero with the line, and that was it.
Name is.
So it's going to be Zero.
His name is Zero Mido.
Penta's not even his name. I don't know why he's not Pentagon Jr. That's what he was back in the day. So we'll see.
But I'm definitely excited to see him. He'll probably be in the Rumble too.
Oh yeah,
cool.
He can beat up Carlito.
But again, he's going to be in the LWO then. I don't want that. but they're probably going to put him and Rey together because they love to put Rey together with masked
Every
guys.
lucha that has ever come in, they're like, shit, you lucha? Right.
What? That's another thing. When Penta gets debuts, is he going to be a heel or face?
I think a face because he's popular.
Yeah, Penna's too popular. I feel like to be a
I don't
face
know,
right now.
because like
Be a heel.
I could see them doing a heel with him, but I'm not sure. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, we also got to think about when Phoenix is supposed to come to WWE,
When AEW finally lets his pro back,
which I believe is like end of January or something, from what I heard. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I could see Phoenix being the Rumble.
if he's allowed to.
Yeah, but who knows?
In terms of Rumble winners, I'm sticking with my pick of The Rock. Even if maybe there's a risk he's not in it, I'm still going to go with him. Because there's no way they're not doing him and Cody. What was the point of Rock or Mania?
Here's what I'm going with. Cena. Because he could be the third person to win 3 Royal Rumbles.
No, only one person's won it.
Austin won and Shawn Michaels. Didn't Shawn Michaels win 3?
Only twice.
Oh.
Get your facts right.
Shawn Michaels
Who'd be the second person to
96. Steve Austin was 97, 98, and 2001.
So then he'll be the second person. He can
Yeah.
be the second person to win 3 Rumbles.
I'm also saying Cena, yeah. I feel like, but I guess he would go after Gunther then? Or Cody?
Gunther. That's what
I
I
don't know. Since they've been announcing, this is Cena's last Elimination Chamber, I feel like it's more likely he'll just win the Chamber.
That is true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it depends, because Cena could also, maybe he just has a regular match. Like maybe he faces Logan Paul at Chamber or something like that. Because I mean, yeah, I could see Cena being in the Rumble and maybe lose and then be in the Chamber to win. But we would have to assume that Chamber would be number one contenders and that they wouldn't be doing a title match in the Chamber.
They've been doing the contenders for the Chamber for like a year or two now, so I'd say they keep that.
Yeah, but I mean, the reason why they did the Chamber last year was because Punk got hurt.
That is true.
And, they were going to have
Punk supposed to win it.
Yeah, in the Chamber, but I guess that wasn't supposed to be for the title. But still, I mean, I don't know. Because I don't see Rock winning. I mean, I can see him being in the match and then, like, maybe cost Roman to maybe set up their match, maybe.
Yeah.
If they do Roman Rock this year. Because, like, I'm trying to think of who would face Cody if not Cena or Rock
Orton.
or Roman.
Orton.
Yeah, it would be Orton. Which, I mean, I definitely see Orton returning at the Rumble, but
I don't see him winning it, though.
Yeah.
Because that means Orton would also repeat.
Exactly. So
a lot of old timers projected to win the Rumble.
I'm calling on the line.
No new guys whatsoever.
Because I'm calling on the line of just saying Cena, because I honestly don't see, if it's not Rock, I don't see anyone else really winning the Rumble besides Cena, unless maybe Punk.
Yeah.
But then it's like,
Drew, maybe.
Seth.
I mean, actually, you know what? I could possibly see Drew versus Cody now after they had that talk on SmackDown. So that would be like the only thing I could sort of understand, maybe. Like once Drew gets done with
Solo
bloodline business. Yeah. That's who should win the Rumble. I did this for you, Solo. So yeah, I mean, I only see Cena winning. as of right now.
Yeah, I definitely see Cena in title matches. I just don't know if he's going to break the record because he's a pretty selfless guy. I don't know if he wants to break it.
Also, Cena might not want to wrestle Elimination Chamber. Because we got to understand that, yeah, he's not only is he old, but he's now coming back for one last year. So we know he's rusty, I'm sure he's been training and all that, but like a chamber match is like something, if Cena were to get hurt, especially right before
Cena would
Mania,
just enter last, do all his 5 minutes of doom and win.
Yeah, it'll be like lucky number 27 or something like that. Or number 30.
I've been seeing people online really want Cena to Grand Slam in the IC title. I don't know when he would do that.
SummerSlam. I feel like that'd be like a SummerSlam.
Yeah, I'm just saying that they could bum rush that and have that Mania.
I think we're going to see Cena break her at some point this year.
Yeah. But I'm saying that is something to keep in mind. If they do want to give him the Grand Slam and the 17th World title, the same goddamn year.
Bell collector. He's like Kenny Omega.
And win the NXT title.
Yeah.
I want him to have every single title wrapped around his arms, and by the end of the year, just hand them over. And then start doing tournaments.
Like it's WCW 2000.
Jeff Jarrett.
And then they just hand the title to Cody.
Title right now. Give the AW cup to Jeff Jarrett, please.
And then afterwards, they hand the world title to Cody, and then Cody can have his Homelander run, his Triple H run.
Not gonna lie. They keep teasing that Homelander turn.
Do they keep teasing it, or do we just want it?
No, he's been kind of like more like aggressive and dickish.
I mean, it depends. It depends if Cody wants it, because I know, I
don't think he does.
I know in AEW.
I remember AEW. He did not want to be a heel.
No.
Even though the fans were booing the absolute shit out of him.
They hated him at the end.
But ever since being in WWE, he's been cheered, and I see him being the next Cena. So I mean, yeah. I mean, it's the same concept with Bianca Belair. The reason why Bianca hasn't turned heel is simply because of the fact that she's the female version of John Cena. She's even said multiple times in the past that she does not want to turn heel because the children love her. She was, and she could definitely do it back, and maybe she will turn heel because of the whole Jade Cargill thing. But at the same time, I understood when Bianca said 2 years ago, she doesn't want to turn heel because kids love her and everything and that, and she wants to be the female Cena. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rock's my pick. It doesn't matter what your picks are. Final boss will win.
I think Joe Hendry will win. Me and Ian are going with Hendry.
It's Ian. All right, but that's going to do it here for WrestleMania with the podcast. For Matthew Warmis, the Big T Taste Test, I'm doing Shields. Let's hope Raw Netflix delivers. We'll see you guys soon.
Hopefully it doesn't differ.
It probably will.